Hey, welcome back to my channel. In this video, I'm gonna talk about top 5
best gaming TV.
Starting at number 5.
Samsung QE65 QN95C. While we don't think OLED burn-in should be a deciding factor when choosing a new TV, we understand how even the tiniest possibility could put some people off. If that's you, you could opt for Samsung's flagship QLED, the QN95C, which is impervious to the phenomenon. But that's the only thing it has going for it. It's also an ace at games, thanks to 4 HDMI sockets all supporting 4K/120Hz, VRR, and ALLM. That means you can plug in a PS5, Xbox Series X and soundbar via eARC and still have a fully featured HDMI port left to play with. Its performance is ideally suited to games too, with an ultra-bright picture that's super vibrant and sharp. Not only will that make games look their best, the greater clarity will help you spot enemies first, giving you the competitive advantage.
Coming at number 4.
Sony XR55A80L. Surprised? You shouldn't be. True, the A80L only has 2 HDMI 2.1 ports, and okay, it doesn't support Dolby Vision gaming or HGIG, but it is certified as perfect for PlayStation, and so can calibrate itself to the best settings for your PS5. That applies whether you're gaming or watching a film on the console, though in our experience this isn't 100% accurate, so it's always worth checking these settings yourself. Still, it's a nice extra. And seeing as the PS5 doesn't support Dolby Vision gaming, PlayStation gamers really won't be missing out with this TV. Those 2 HDMIs can handle the usual 4K 120, VRR and ALLM standards, so gamers are well catered for. And in terms of picture quality, this TV takes some beating.
At number 3.
LG OLED 65G3. Imagine all the gaming-specific features of the 65-inch C3, but with an even better screen, and you've basically got the G3. That better screen has micro-lens array, MLA, tech to boost brightness, which has long been considered the chink in OLED's armor. And it works. Highlights are noticeably brighter than the G2 that came before it, making the overall picture more vibrant and immersive. This extra brightness helps the contrast, making the darker parts of the picture look even more pitch black, with more dark detail visible within. This will benefit gamers as well as cinephiles, of course. Gamers can also enjoy all of the same gaming features as on the C3, like 4 HDMI 2.1 ports capable of handling 4K/120Hz, ALLM and VRR, as well as Dolby Vision gaming up to 4K/120Hz in HGIG for more accurate tone mapping. You also get the same game optimizer menu with the boost mode to reduce input lag to under 10 milliseconds.
Number 2 of my list.
LG 65 OLED 3. The 65-inch take on LG's C3 only earned 4 stars, but that was for a very good reason. It wasn't a big improvement on the C2. This allowed rivals like the Sony A80L to gain ground. But if it's gaming we're talking about, LG's effort is the better bet. That's because, like the 42-inch model above, it has 4 HDMI 2.1 ports, meaning you can plug in multiple gaming consoles at once while still using one socket for a soundbar via eARC. Also like the 42-incher, it supports all the usual gaming features these ports allow, VRR, ALLM, along with rarer standards like HGIG and Dolby Vision gaming, which the Sony doesn't support. The other reason for its 4-star review? Its high launch price. But that's since come down significantly. Even the fact it's similar to the C2 it replaces isn't really a big drawback, seeing as the C2 was a multi-award winner.
And number 1.
LG OLED 42C3. This one had us worried. The 65-inch C3 isn't a big upgrade on its predecessor, and carries a much higher price, so we feared the same might be true of its 42-inch sibling. Thankfully not. Because while the smaller C3 still isn't a big improvement on its equivalent C2, it's still miles ahead of the competition. Add to that an eminently reasonable price, and you have hands down the best all-round gaming TV you can buy. Why? Where do we start? Its gaming spec is peerless, with 4 HDMI 2.1 ports enabling a full suite of gaming features like VRR, ALLM, 4K120, Dolby Vision Gaming and HGIG. LG's TVs are unique in offering Dolby Vision Gaming right up to 4K/120Hz, and its HGIG mode is particularly well implemented, making it easy to get better HDR tone mapping in many modern games.
Check out this video description for latest price and more informations. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe and stay tuned.